So what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Robert. If this is your first time tuning in, so before we get started, if you gain any value from this, if you like this type of content, definitely consider subscribing, liking, and sharing on the video. Helps me out as a creator, helps out the channel as well, helps to get this information out to more people as well. So a question I get asked all the time from mainly friends and family, sometimes people online, but you know, what would you do with $1,000? How would you invest $1,000? Well, I can't really give an answer because I don't know your situation, nor am I a financial advisor, nor am I going to give you financial advice. But what I can tell you is something that I would do if I had $1,000, had to start all over and do this from scratch. So again, before we get started, this isn't financial advice. This is just my personal opinion on what I would do if all I had was $1,000. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. The first one I'm going to talk about is I would get my real estate license. I would get my real estate license with $1,000. That way I can at least go on and make more money with that, pay for my license fees and all of that good stuff. So that way all the courses and all that good stuff as well. So this way I can start making some money. And all it takes is really one good sell to be able to get your money back, which isn't terribly hard to do. It's definitely possible. And then from there, you can start investing the money into different avenues, different sectors, and different things. But you need some money to start with. So that's what I would do. One thing I would do if I had $1,000 and $1,000 only. The next thing I would do is I would probably start a side hustle, find a way to turn that $1,000 and multiply it as quickly as possible. I can think of a couple different ideas, but one that resonates with me, and because I like to hunt, I like to fish, that's where I spend a lot of time. So I might as well make money with my time doing things I already do. And that's going to be getting a license to sell bait. If you're not familiar with what that is, it's basically catching bait out of local parks or rivers and selling it. People do pay for this stuff. The license is about $60, and you're going to need a cast net, which is a good cast net's 50, 60 bucks, 70 bucks for a good cast net. You're going to need a bucket and aerator. All of this stuff can be bought well under $1,000. And what you do is you catch bait, you buy Ziploc bags, and you can sell this. How you sell this is you post on fishing pages, any kind of fishing pages that have pretty much every river or lake in Texas has these little Facebook groups, and you can post on there, hey, I'm a licensed seller, authorized seller to sell bait. Here's my information here, you can contact me. It won't take long before you make your money back. I think people are selling a gallon bag for about $20. So it won't be long before you make your money back. And people either don't know how to throw cast nets, don't have time to throw cast nets, or don't want to use their time catching bait either, throwing a cast net. So they're willing to pay for it. So again, at $20 a pop, you can make your money back very, very quickly. And again, just a quick little side hustle to make more money than what you already have. The next one, the third one I would do is probably invest in cryptocurrency. I wouldn't do anything crazy, stupid, and put it in meme coins or anything like that, especially if that's all I had. Again, not financial advice. This is probably a little bit more risky, but if I had $1,000, that's what I would do, is probably put into like a Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. Yeah, those are kind of more the quote unquote safer ones. So it's not going to give you crazy amounts of return. You're not going to make a crazy amount of money, but you're going to probably make some cash. So not enough to quit your day job, but at least better than what you were. Again, not financial advice. The fourth thing I would do with my $1,000 would be to go on maybe Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, any of these little places that sell used goods. And I would try to find something that was undervalued. Undervalued is how much can I realistically resell it for, either if I add value to it or if it's just underpriced in general. Let's just take, for instance, there's a couch. Say the couch is $500, but I already know on the market it's selling for $1,000. I can go in and use my $1,000, which I'll use 500 of it, to buy the couch, maybe clean it up a little bit, dust it, vacuum it, whatever I need to do, and then turn around and put it back on Facebook Marketplace or offer up or wherever and resell it for $1,000. I doubled my money. Now I don't only have $1,000, have $1,500. I just keep this going until I have enough money to maybe buy a real estate property, or to maybe make a significant investment into something much larger. That's what I would do, is just try to make more money, because $1,000, you know, it's gonna be really hard to make any kind of significant gain financially with just $1,000. You're gonna have to make more money with that $1,000 than anything else. All right, guys, so the last one, in my opinion, the best one to quickly double my money. And again, there's a reason why my channel is named The Country Investor, because I think kind of country-ish. And this may not be for everyone. It's going to be for very few people. I already know that. But it's going to be people it's going to be for people who have experience in this area. You know, if this is your first time ever trying to do something like this, I wouldn't do it. But if you're experienced and you have knowledge and again extensive experience doing something like this, I would try to get like a quick side job doing some type of earthwork. What is earthwork? Whether working with a skid steer, bobcat, tractor, some type of piece of equipment like that. That's what I would do to quickly double my money very quickly. It can even be with a dozer or grader. There's a bunch of equipment out there. There's always people looking for other people that know how to operate this stuff to use this equipment to get some work done on their property. Again, make sure you don't need some type of license in your area. Maybe you have a neighbor who might need this. Especially when you live out in the country like myself, there's always neighbors who are willing to pay somebody to come out and do it. Either because they have a lot of land and they can't physically do it themselves, or it's just too much work for one person, so they'll go out and hire other people. Again, make sure if you are going to do this, make sure you have experience and know how to operate this equipment. Now you may be asking, well, Robert, you only have $1,000. How are you going to get this job done? How are you going to find these people? People post on Facebook all the time. I need X, Y, and Z done. Does anyone have a tractor? Does anyone have a bobcat? Does anyone have a skid steer? Tons of people ask that. I see it all the time. If you don't know what that equipment is, just Google it and you can get pictures of it. But if you probably don't know what it is, you probably shouldn't be doing it, to be honest. But whatever, right? But yeah, that's what I would do to quickly double my money. Now, how this would work is I would typically rent the equipment, right? I only have $1,000, so I can't go out and buy this equipment. A lot of this equipment is thousands and thousands of dollars. I only have $1,000, so I can't go out and buy this equipment. But I can go out and rent this equipment, especially like a tractor. Tractor's probably the easiest one to get into. Some people might just need a field shredded. Some people might just need some dirt moved. Now, a skid steer, bobcat, I can make a little bit more money with that. It's a little bit more of an advanced piece of machinery that I can quickly double my money. So maybe somebody needs a fence put up and they need somebody who knows how to operate one of these machines. You know, I can rent this equipment for a couple $100 a day, so I can get a couple days use out of it. But the job I may be charging $2,000, $3,000, up to maybe $10,000, depending on how large the ranch is, how large the property is, the scope of the work. So, you know, theoretically, you could possibly even 10x your money in a fairly short period of time. Probably the most realistic is going to be about a $1,200 to maybe $3,000 job by renting a small piece of equipment. So that would typically happen in about 3 days, and it'll probably cost me, say, 2, 4, 6, probably $600 to $800 of my $1,000. So I'd rent out the equipment for maybe, say, $800, but in about 3, maybe 4 days, I'd have back about $3,000. So I'd have about $3,200 in a couple days, and I turn my $1,000 into $3,000. So those are just some ideas that I would personally do. Again, they are kind of different from what you might see on YouTube. Again, but I'm living in the country, so gotta think differently. But that's what I would do if I had to start over again and all I had was $1,000. First thing I'm trying to do is how can I multiply this to make more money? Because $1,000 can't really do a whole lot, but at least you can get started. It's better than having zero, for sure. So again, my personal take on what I would do with $1,000. If you gain any value from this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you guys in the next one. Be careful, be good, take care, and God bless. See you guys later. Bye-bye.